Netflix is leading the charge in 2025 with series that are already shattering records. In today's video, we will discuss the 10 best Netflix series of 2025 so far. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe and comment on which series you've watched or are excited to watch. The Leopard.
Sono un uomo debole. L'anima la mostra è. Il paese ha bisogno della Sicilia e ha bisogno del Gattopardo.
The Leopard is a Netflix miniseries set in 1860s Sicily during Italy's unification. It follows Don Fabrizio Corbera, a Sicilian nobleman, watching his world collapse as revolution sweeps through the country. With Garibaldi's army on the move, Fabrizio retreats to his estate, trying to secure his family's future by marrying off his nephew Tancredi to the mayor's daughter, Angelica, breaking his own daughter's heart in the process. Shot on location in Sicily and Rome with a massive €40 million budget, the series delivers stunning cinematography, intricate period costumes, and real Sicilian palaces.
Ti assicuro.
But this isn't just another lavish period drama. It cuts through the usual melodrama, offering a sharp take on class, power, and change. With an authentic Italian cast and a grounded approach, The Leopard feels more like history brought to life than a Hollywood spectacle. American Primeval.
Joseph!
Why do you people have so much hunger to kill?
American Primeval is a brutal 6-episode limited series set in 1857 during the Utah War. It throws you right into the chaos of the American West, where pioneers, indigenous tribes, Mormon settlers, and U.S. soldiers are all fighting to survive. At the heart of it is Isaac, played by Taylor Kitsch, a haunted mountain man running from his past. Along the way, he meets Sarah, played by Betty Gilpin, a mother traveling west with her son to find her husband. Created by the Revenant's Mark L. Smith and directed by Peter Berg, this series is raw, violent, and unrelenting.
Everything I've done, it's been for him.
Taylor Kitsch brings serious intensity, while Betty Gilpin delivers a performance that hits hard. And the cinematography? Stunning. Dust, blood, and grit never looked this good. Critics are calling it bold and unsentimental, while fans love the fast pacing, brutal realism, and emotional weight. If you want something that doesn't hold back, American Primeval is worth your time. 0 Day.
If the public finds out how deep this really is,
0 Day is Robert De Niro's first major TV role, and he's not messing around. He plays George Mullen, a former US president pulled out of retirement when a cyber attack throws the country into chaos. Was it Russia? Hacktivists? Some shady billionaires? Maybe all of them. This 6-episode thriller on Netflix feels unsettlingly real. De Niro is as compelling as ever, but he's got a stacked cast backing him up. Jesse Plemons, Angela Bassett, Lizzie Kaplan, Connie Britton, Dan Stevens, and more.
people will believe what they need to believe. The truth is the truth.
The show dives into political paranoia, tech reliance, and civil liberties getting put on hold. Some critics think the script could be tighter, but the tension and De Niro's presence keep it gripping. Plus, the mystery keeps you guessing till the end. It's not perfect, but it's a smart, slow burn thriller that's worth the binge. The Electric State. The Electric State is the only movie on this list that truly belongs here. When it dropped last month, it quickly became one of Netflix's biggest hits. Directed by the Russo brothers, it's also one of their most expensive projects, with a budget somewhere between $200 and $300 million. Set in a retro-futuristic America, the film follows Michelle, Millie Bobby Brown, a teenage girl traveling through a post-apocalyptic wasteland to find her missing brother. She's joined by a kind but mysterious robot and a smuggler named Keats, Chris Pratt. The world has been wrecked by a war involving sentient robots and neural tech called neurocasting, which basically enslaved most of the population. Visually, it's stunning.
You can't change the way things are. Watch me.
The CGI and world building are top tier, but the story, not so much. The emotional weight, especially with Millie's character, doesn't quite land. Critics say it tones down the darker themes of the original graphic novel, leaning more into a family-friendly adventure. There's charm if you keep your expectations in check, but it's more of a fun, visually impressive ride than a deep, emotional one. The Night Agent Season 2.
You have no evidence. We're running out of time. I'm doing this myself.
The Night Agent is back for Season 2, and it's one of Netflix's biggest action thrillers. Last time, FBI agent Peter Sutherland, played by Gabriel Basso, and tech expert Rose Larkin, Luciane Buchanan, uncovered a bombing plot, took down corrupt officials, and saved the president. Peter became a night agent, setting the stage for what comes next. Now, in Season 2, Peter's mission in Bangkok goes south when his partner Alice, played by Brittany Snow, is killed.
This isn't how night action works. You work for me.
As he hunts for answers, he uncovers a mole and a dangerous chemical weapon plot. Critics are on board, giving Season 2 a 91% on Rotten Tomatoes. They praise the tighter pacing and action, but note that it leans into moral complexity rather than the straight-up thrills of the first season. Toxic Town.
I'm here for them, and the damage my council did them.
This 4-part Netflix miniseries hits like a punch to the gut in the best way possible. This 4-part Netflix miniseries tells the true story of mothers in Corby, UK, whose babies were born with limb deformities after toxic exposure from a botched demolition. Jodie Whittaker and Amy Lou Wood deliver raw, powerful performances, with Rory Kinnear as the lawyer fighting for justice.
This town, you're destroying it.
This is a battle for the kids because they don't have a choice. So we don't have a choice.
The series keeps things tight, no filler, just a gripping, emotional story that lands hard, especially if you're a parent or drawn to real-life battles against a broken system. It's intense, heartfelt, and absolutely worth your time. The Residents.
I'm trying to solve a murder and I've got the FBI, the President of the United States, and Kylie Minogue breathing down my neck.
If you love a good whodunit with a touch of absurdity and a lot of style, The Residents on Netflix is worth a watch. This Shondaland murder mystery throws you into the lavish world of the White House, where a staffer is killed during a state dinner. Emmy winner Uzo Aduba stars as Cordelia Cupp, a quirky but sharp detective with a thing for birds, sardines, and solving impossible cases. Based on Kate Anderson Brower's book, the show takes you behind the scenes of the White House, where every staff member is a suspect, with 132 rooms, over 150 suspects, and one unconventional investigator. This 8-episode mystery keeps things interesting.
We're making progress. I would go so far as to say we're almost done here.
Really?
There's political drama, humor, and plenty of twists, plus a cast full of big personalities. Aduba is fantastic, the storytelling is smart, and while some say the pacing drags at times, it's hard to look away. And let's be real, fans are already calling for a Cordelia Cup spin-off. Shondaland, make it happen. Adolescence. Adolescence is smashing streaming records and has become the show everyone's talking about. Even the UK government wants it shown in schools for free. This 4-part British drama is a gripping crime story that dives into youth, violence, and the digital age. Stephen Graham gives a powerhouse performance as Eddie, a working-class dad whose life unravels when his 13-year-old son is arrested for murdering a classmate. Directed by Philip Barantini and written by Jack Thorne, the series takes a bold approach. Every episode is filmed in a single, continuous take. That meant weeks of rehearsals and just 2 takes per day, making every moment feel raw and real. One scene even uses drones for a seamless overhead shot of a crime scene. Produced by Brad Pitt's Plan B Entertainment, Adolescence isn't just technically impressive, it hits hard. It tackles teenage violence and knife crime with brutal honesty, leaving you with a story that sticks. The Breakthrough.
He doesn't exist. He's like a ghost.
But you do have the killer's DNA.
The Breakthrough is a Swedish true crime miniseries that flew under the radar, but turned out to be one of the year's best international dramas. It's based on the real 2004 double murder in Linköping, and follows a detective who refuses to let the case go cold. 16 years later, forensic genealogy, rarely shown this well on screen, finally cracks the mystery. The show keeps things tight with just 4 episodes, focusing on the investigation without unnecessary side plots. Peter Eggers delivers a strong performance as the lead detective, and the series stands out for its emotional weight and restrained storytelling. Viewers praised its respectful tone and slow-burning tension, though some wanted a deeper look at the science behind the case. Apple cider vinegar.
I know you want to do the right thing.
Apple Cider Vinegar is Netflix's dramatized take on Belle Gibson, the wellness influencer who faked a cancer diagnosis to build a brand and sell an app. Starring Caitlin Dever, the show dives into the dangers of medical misinformation and the dark side of social media influence. Dever nails the role, bringing a mix of conviction and chilling charm to her portrayal of Gibson.
She's probably killing people with her lies.
Lucy idolizes her.
I don't want to be messed around by more doctors.
Created by Samantha Strauss, the series blends satire with serious themes, but struggles with its jumbled timeline and fragmented storytelling. While it touches on big issues like alternative medicine, internet fame, and trust in institutions, it doesn't always hit the mark. Still, if you're into true crime or scammer stories, it's worth a watch.